Welcome back to Grade 4 Go Math. This is Grade 4 Unit 1 of Go Math, place value, addition and subtraction to 1 million. This is lesson 1.7, subtracting whole numbers. Okay, boys and girls, this is lesson 1.7, subtract whole numbers. Our essential question is, how can you subtract whole numbers? Let's unlock the problem. Mount Bear and Mount Bona are two mountains in Alaska. Mount Bear is 14,831 feet tall, and Mount Bona is 16,421 feet tall. How much taller is Mount Bona than Mount Bear? Well, we're going to estimate. 16,000 is closer to 16,421 is closer to 16,000 than it is 17,000. And 14,831 is closer to 15,000 than it is 14,000. So 16,000 minus 15,000 is 1,000. So now we can subtract the problem. It says step 1, subtract the ones. Then they're going to ask you to regroup to subtract the tens. 4 hundredths, 2 tens equals 3 hundredths and 12 tens. So, subtract the ones. 1 minus 1 is 0. I come over here. I have 2 tens and 3 tens. I cannot take 3 tens from 2 tens. It's impossible. So I need to come to the hundredths place, and I need to borrow 100 from the 4 hundredths. Make that a 300. Give it to the 20, and I have 120. So you see the 12 there? That represents 120 because I took 100 from the 4. So now I can take 30 from 120. 12 minus 3, or 120 minus 30, is 90. Step 2, regroup to subtract the hundreds. 6,300 equals 5,1300. All right, so here we are. I had a 3 because I took 100 away from the 4. I cannot take 8 from 3. It's impossible. So I need to come to the thousands, and I borrowed 1,000. So now it is 1,300 subtract 800 equals 500. Okay? Step 3, subtract the thousands. Subtract the 10,000. So now I have 5,000. Subtract 4,000 is 1,000. And 10,000 minus 10,000 is 0. So, Mount Bona is 1,590 feet taller than Mount Bear. Since 1,590 is close to the estimate of 1,000, the answer is reasonable. All right, boys and girls, let's look at this page and a very important math idea that I need you to understand. It's called the inverse operation, and basically what the inverse operation says is addition and subtraction are inverse operations. So you can use addition to check a subtraction problem. And basically what you can do is you can take your answer and add it to the bottom number, and you'll get the top number. And this is what they did. They went 1,590, your answer, plus 14,831, your bottom number, and you're going to get 16,421, your top number. And that is how you check your subtraction problems. All right, I need to do one quick thing here before we start this first problem because I forgot to put my 10 there. Okay, so now we're ready to go. It says subtract, use a grid to record the problem. 637,350, subtract 43,832. I come over here and I look immediately and say I cannot take 2 from 0. So I need to regroup. I go to the tens. Instead of 5 tens, I'm going to make it 4 tens and add that 10 over here. Now I can say 10 minus 2 is 8. 4 tens minus 3 tens is 110. And I'm over here now, and I'm in the hundreds. I cannot take 800 from 300, so I need to borrow from the thousands. I put 1,000 over here, so it's 1,300 minus 800 is 500. I regrouped, so I have, instead of 7,000, I have 6,000. Subtract 3,000 is 3,000. I cannot take 40,000 from 30,000. Okay, so I regrouped. I took 100,000 from here, so it's 130,000. Subtract 40,000 is 90,000. 500,000 subtract nothing is 500,000. So my answer is 593,518. Now I'm going to check it. 8 plus 2 is 10. 1 plus 3 is 4. 5 plus 8 is 13. 3 plus 3 is 6. 9 plus 4 is 13. 5 plus nothing is 5. I know this answer is correct. All right. Now, for this page, I'm not going to ask us to do the estimate. I am strictly going to focus on the subtraction and the inverse operation. So let's look at this first one. 9 minus 4 is 5. Okay, I cannot take 8 from 5. So I need to regroup. I need to take a 10 or 100 from over there and put it over here and change the 6 to a 5. So now I have 150 minus 80 is 70. Okay, 5 minus 5 is 0. 4 minus 1 is 3. 1 minus 1 is 0. Let me check. 5 plus 4 is 9. 7 plus 8 is 15. 0 plus 5 is 5. 3 plus 1 is 4. And we're correct. Let's look at the next one. Okay. 2 minus 0 is 2. 1 minus 0 is 1. 9 minus 8 is 1. I cannot take 7 from 6, so I'm going to regroup. Make it a 4. Now make that 16. 16 minus 7 is 9. 4 minus 3 is 1. 4 subtract nothing is 4. Let me see if I'm right. 2 plus 0 is 2. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 plus 7 is 16. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus nothing is 4. All right, now I want to do this problem here before we do this problem, and this problem. These three problems are very tricky and they're going to take their own page. So let's look at this one. It says, what is that? 942,385 subtract 461,803. All right, 5 minus 3 is 2. 8 minus 0 is 8. I cannot take 8 from 3, so I'm going to regroup and make it 13 and change that to a 2. 13 minus 8 is 5. 1 minus 1 is 0. I cannot take 6 from 4, so I need to regroup, make that an 8. 14 minus 6 is 8. 8 minus 4 is 4. Let me add the inverse operation to make sure I'm correct. 2 plus 3 is 5. 8 plus 0 is 8. 5 plus 8 is 13. 0 plus 1 is 1. 8 plus 6 is 14. 4 plus 4 is 8. This is the hardest problem of the page. 407,001 subtract 184,652. As soon as I saw this problem, I knew there was going to be some problems with it because I cannot take 2 from 1, I cannot take 5 from 0, I cannot take 6 from 0. I knew I was going to have to go to the thousands to regroup. Trust me on this, boys and girls. What I'm going to do is this. To begin my problem, I'm going to take this 700 or 7,001 and I'm going to make it 6,990. If I add the 10 over here, I have 10 plus 90 is 100, plus 900 is 1,000, plus 6,000 is 7,000. So I have that 7,000 right there. All I had to do was regroup. Now I can do my subtraction problem. 11 minus 2 is 9. 9 minus 5 is 4. 9 minus 6 is 3. 6 minus 4 is 2. Okay, I cannot take 8 from 0, so I'm going to make this a 3. And I'm going to make that a 10. 10 minus 8 is 2. 3 minus 1 is 2. So my answer is 222,349. Now I'm going to check it to make sure, and then we're going to go over it again so I can explain to you better about what we did at the top. Okay? 9 plus 2 is 11. 4 plus 5 is 9. 3 plus 6 is 9. 4 plus 2 is 6. 2 plus 8 is 10. 2 plus 1 is 3. All right. Let me explain this to you in a little more detail. When I looked at this problem, I immediately knew there was going to be some issues with it and that I was going to have to regroup into the thousands because I cannot take 2 from 1, and I cannot take 5 from 0, and I cannot take 6 from 0. So I knew I was going to have to take 1,000. Okay? So what I did was I crossed out the 7,000 and I made it 6,990 and added the 10 over here. If I take 6,990 plus 10, that equals 7,000. Okay? So that's what I had to do. And I only knew I had to do that. I'm going to be honest with you. I had to think about this for a while. It's been a while since I've done a problem like this. And when I did my inverse operation, my first answer was wrong. And I had to sit back and say, whoa, what did I do wrong? I'm off 100. And I was off 100 because I didn't go here and regroup far enough. So when I thought about it, I said, okay, what's wrong? I cannot take 2 from 1, 5 from 0, 6 from 0. And I thought, oh, if I make this 6,990, add my 10 here, I now have the 7,000. Now I can subtract. All right? That's a tricky problem, and I'm going to be honest with you. The only reason why I knew I had the answer wrong the first time was because I did my inverse operation to check my answer. And then I had to sit back and think about it. I knew my problem was with regrouping, and I had to sit back and think about it. So make sure you study this problem a little bit, because you're going to see this problem again in other worksheets that I'm going to give you. Okay, boys and girls, this problem is a little complicated. This is why it has its own screen. Do you see these zeros here? I can't take 9 from 0. I can't take 5 from 0. You can't do it. So I can come to the hundreds, all right? And I can borrow 100. To do this. So what I could do is this. I can take 100 from this and make it a 200 and add that 100 over here. So now I have 100. Now I can work this problem, okay? Because now I have something from over here to borrow from here. All right, so now I can't take 9 from 0, so I'm going to make this a 10 and borrow it from this over here. 10 minus 9 is 1. 9 minus 5 is 4. I'm back to the borrowing. I can't take 60 or 600 from 200, right? So I'm going to come over here and borrow 1,000, make that a 7,000, make this 1,200. 1,200 minus 600 is 6. And again, I cannot borrow, or I cannot take 8,000 from 7,000. So I'm going to borrow 1,000 over here and make that an 8,000, or 80,000, I'm sorry. Make this 17,000. 17,000 minus 17,000 minus 8,000 is 9. 8 minus 4 is 4. 7 minus 3 is 4. So your answer is 449,641. Now, let's do the reverse operation and see if this is right. 9 plus 1 is 10. 4 plus 5 is 9. 6 plus 6 is 12. 9 plus 8 is 17. 4 plus 4 is 8. 4 plus 3 is 7. My answer is correct. Okay, boys and girls, another tricky problem. I see lots and lots of zeros. I know I can't take 9 from 0 or 5 from 0, so I know I'm going to be regrouping here. So let's look at this. It says 0 minus 0 is 0. 8 minus 0 is 8. Okay, 9 minus 0 is 9. All right, can I take 9 from 0? No, I cannot. I need to get something to borrow, but I have a 0 here also. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here and I'm going to take 100,000 from here and make that 200,000. Now I'm going to make that 100,000. Now I have something to borrow from, okay? I have 100,000 here that I can borrow from. So I'll go ahead and make that now 90,000 and add 10,000 over here. See what I did? 10 minus 9 is 1. 9 minus 5 is 4. 2 minus 1 is 1. So my answer is 141,980. And let's do our inverse operation to see if we're right. 0 plus 0 is 0. 8 plus 0 is 8. 9 plus 0 is 9. 1 plus 9 is 10. 4 plus 5 is 9. 1 plus 1 is 2. Bam, we got it right. All right, boys and girls, now you have page 45 and 46 to do on your own. I want you to stop the video and I want you to complete page 45 on your own. Then I want you to check it. Check to see if you got it correct. If you got it correct, give yourself a pat on the back. If you didn't, you need to go back and figure out what you did wrong. If you can't figure out what you did wrong, ask an adult or contact me. If you're in my class, contact me and I will set up a time to go one-on-one with you. So you're going to do page 45 and 46 on your own and check on your own. Boys and girls, here's the answers to page 45. If you missed a problem, please go back and try to figure out what you did wrong. If you cannot figure it out, ask an adult or schedule an appointment, schedule a time with me, and we will go over it. Here is page 46. I want you to pause the video. I want you to work the problems out, and then I want you to look at your answers to see if you got them right or wrong. Here's the answers to page 46, boys and girls. If you did something wrong, make sure you ask an adult to look it over with you. Or if you're in my class, schedule a time where we can Google Meet and talk about what you missed on this problem. All right, boys and girls, you have pages 47 and 48 to do independently. If you're in my class, complete the pages, take a snapshot of it, send it to me. I'll grade it. Remember, it goes in the grade book, and I will make sure that I will get back with you if you did poorly on it. And here is a look at page 48, okay? All right, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Awesome Possum Classroom 451. If you would like these worksheets, email me at awesomepossumclassroom@gmail.com. I will send you the link. Have a great day, and I will see you for lesson 1.8.